Oh yeah, what's going on YouTube? TP back here. This video is going to be nice, short, and sweet for you guys. Just going to walk through my competitive class setups that I use at tournaments and pretty much all the time. They're pretty straightforward and pretty basic compared to a lot of other pro players that I see. You know, their classes are a little bit more complex, but I feel like I try and cut out all the bullshit in the game. Just try and create a consistent result, and I feel like these classes allow me to do my job, you know, just as good. So to start off, I have a marathon, lightweight, steady aim class with an MTAR, and basically all my classes are pretty similar. I just have a little, you know, depending on how I'm feeling, I'll use a vector or I'll use an MTAR. Sometimes the MTAR works better for me, depending on how my shot is, and then other times the vector is better on maps like Sovereign, on maps like Strike Zone, and sometimes Freight. Also, the vector is just, you know, a top tier gun at those close range battles. So I got my steady aim class. I got my, again, marathon Semtex trophy class. I'll use this if the other team's using a little bit more nades and I want more lane control. I can, you know, pre-nade spots that I know they're going to spawn at. You know, like on Octane, I can pre-nade the underpass area. I can pre-nade the strip club door by the semi, and I can also nade the back bus on the rotation. So this is what I'm going to be using along with my steady aim class. I use both of these pretty much most of the time. I have my Semtex and smoke class. I don't like using smokes. I feel like they're just lame. If you're playing well, you should never need to use a smoke unless you're like completely behind on a map like Octane. If they're using like 4 ARs or something ridiculous, I'll pop a smoke in the middle of the map so I can overextend and get on their flank a little bit easier. But usually I try and stay away from this class unless it's absolutely needed, because I feel like smokes and other tacticals are for newbies. Again, tac mask class, if they're using too many stuns, I don't want to, you know, just keep being greedy with my steady aim, so I'll pull out a tac mask class. But as you can see, most of these classes are very greedy for me to allow me to do my job. I always have marathon on, so as soon as I get a kill, I can make use of that kill. Those 5 seconds that the player is down, I can make that much more. I can gain that much more map position, and especially on blitz, people that don't use marathon are pretty much lost. Vector class, Semtex trophy, same as my MTAR class, just has a vector on it, and steady aim class with vector. Again, all these classes are extremely greedy. I stay away from stuns. They're useless in my opinion. I'm just gonna put on a tac mask class. Other teams should too. If you rely on stuns and nades to try and get kills and try and gain an advantage on the other team, you know, you're just not going to win. You're going to sacrifice things like marathon. You're going to sacrifice things like tac mask. And I feel like you're just going to waste your time most of the map throwing things in the air when you need to be shooting your gun and getting in position to kill the other team. These are also the same sort of classes I use on blitz. I'll use this on like a Warhawk if they're playing too much defense, but again, if you're playing defense on, you know, blitz, you're not playing it correctly. Obviously you need to play defense at times, but when teams are sitting back with 2 ARs, it's just annoying, so I have to pull out a smoke even though I don't want to. Otherwise, you're going to see me running a tac mask class or a steady aim class. You know, some teams like to use stuns in blitz. I'm not sure why still, but just in case, I have this tac mask class. Otherwise, you're just going to see me being extremely greedy along with my teammates using a marathon steady aim lightweight class. We as a team are the best because we have the best gun skill, so we try and show that using greedy classes. We try and, you know, it's all about producing a consistent result. If you play to randomize the game, you're not going to get consistent wins. So I feel like other teams need to cut out a little bit more of the tacticals and relying on things besides their gun and just use gun skill to try and, you know, get a little bit better and get more pressure on the map. And using marathon is a great way to do that. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit in this video. These are my classes that I use. I know they're pretty darn basic, but I feel like that's the best way to go. I like relying on gun skill rather than you know, getting caught throwing things in the air. And these are classes that have been working out for Ghost so far. We haven't lost a tournament really. We got second at regionals, but these classes are what's been doing it for me. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you liked it. More videos coming out. I'll do a search and destroy class video. That one's a little bit more complex because I switch up my classes quite a bit depending on what maps we are playing. But I will have that up within a couple of days for you guys, so you guys can learn a little bit on what I use in Call of Duty Ghosts. Have a good day, guys. Goodbye.